We're actually talking about the top habits that our best performing clients have. If you were to just take away one tip, one thing that you can implement into your journey, you can absolutely change the trajectory of you seeing okay results and then becoming just unstoppable.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fit, Healthy, and most of all, Happy podcast. I'm your coach and host, Josh, here with
his co-host and co-coach, KG, and I'm in the house. Today, we have a very fun episode. We're actually talking about the top habits that our best for performing clients have. These are the people you often see us posting, sharing wins, sharing all their amazing pounds lost, pounds gained in terms of muscle, and just the people who have absolutely crushed it in our coaching program. And the goal of this episode is if you were to just take away one tip, one thing that you can implement into your journey, you can absolutely change the trajectory of you seeing okay results and then becoming just unstoppable, right? Because that's what our clients have done, and that's why they've got such amazing results.
I love what Kyle said there. And we've had such a blessing to be able to work with 55 amazing individuals all over the world. We've had a ton of clients in Singapore, Australia, of course, America, Canada, everywhere you can imagine. And it's just amazing learning that you can succeed no matter where you are. We actually have Samuel in the program, our podcast editor. Shout out to him. He is in Nigeria, which is so cool. And no matter where you are, there are ways to succeed. And we've noticed that these 5 habits are our best transformation. So whether you're in this program or not, take these tools because you can use these to actually get incredible results on your journey.
Yeah, and first off, I want to start with one I find very important is just the willingness to be open-minded and learn, right? Because every single person that comes in here, they say, you know what? I know you guys are the pro. I know you guys are the experts. I'm going to trust the process and I'm just going to learn, right? You know, they don't come in and say, hey, I've lost 50 pounds doing keto, so I'm going to do keto. They're like, hey, I know you guys have helped over 5,000 people now. And obviously this track record is helpful for us, right? If we just started 12 months ago and have 3 transformations, okay, I'd understand if you questioned our ability, but it's like this thing that we have works and they know that, they trust us, they like us, and obviously we appreciate them all, but it just makes it so much easier when they say, hey, they ask questions and they're like, okay, I'm willing to learn. They ask all the right questions. We give tips and they're like, okay, I know that you know best, and it just makes it so much easier, right? And even thinking to a lot of people that I talk to that aren't in this program, when I talk to someone in the gym, they say, oh, I've lost 50 pounds doing keto. I gained it all back. They still think that they should do this thing that has gotten them the same result, or they don't really keep an open mind or ask hey, what do you think, right? Hey, you guys have transformed over 5,000 people. They're so stuck on what they believe is what works, and they're not open-minded. When I talk to someone outside of the gym, they're just like, this is what works. This is what I should do. And it's like, no, it's not actually what you should do. So the point is that our clients are open to learn. They're willing to try new things. They're open to listen to our tips with how many workouts we say they should do. And they're just all in, which makes it so easy to transform. And that's why they get the best results possible.
Yeah, Kyle nailed it here. And this is one thing I've really found to be tried and true, because it's so easy to come in with preconceived notions or understandings or to communicate maybe what worked before but didn't stick. But when you have an open mindedness and you're willing to adapt new systems, especially systems that work, because we've been able to really narrow in on what's effective over 13 years to isolate what factors I need to know as a coach, what factors are most beneficial for you to track to really produce amazing results. And a lot of it is just really mastering those basics. And I think the more you can nail that down and appreciate that and keep an open mind and say, hey, okay, I'm going to give this a try. I might not understand it. I'm going to try this new exercise. You know, it's a little uncomfortable, but doing those things is so important. But that's nothing with what I would say is probably my biggest tip is communication. What is so special about having a coach in particular, anyone on a journey? When you're on your own, you're in your own head, you're in your own world, you second guess things, you lose weight too fast, you're scared you're gonna lose all your muscle, you eat more food, you gain weight too fast and you're bulking, you quit on it. Having a coach there to kind of just take away control from you and look at things rationally, not emotionally. When it's our own body, our own journey, it's so hard not to be emotional about it, to overreact. Just myself, I was perfect last week. I felt like I didn't see the rate of loss I wanted, and I was getting kind of frustrated with it, but I just kept trucking by every single day. But at the end of the week, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I hit my objective. I hit my averages. And of course, this week I saw a big whoosh and I dropped a bunch of weight and I'm right on track. And all the time, my clients will say like, what is going on? Why is this the case? And like having someone to explain it and then be like, okay, you're keeping me grounded. I appreciate it. Because when you're dieting and you see one high weigh-in, it's discouraging, it's annoying, it's frustrating to you because it's human nature. We want to get it done. We want to get it done fast. And that's where like communication is everything. So we actually have our clients weekly send us a video check-in, going through their week, going through what went well, what didn't went well, sharing some reflections, and I can actively coach them back. Like right now I'm giving you general advice. Like when I can specifically say in this situation, this is what you should do. Here's how we can improve here. Here's where you went right. Here's where I think we can improve. Like there's so much power in that. And one thing I really tell my clients is run to me, not away from me. I'm a big believer that shame dies in the light. It's real easy to just be upset with ourselves, feel like we failed, to give up, and to embrace that cycle of misery. Whereas I really work to build a rapport and a relationship with my clients where they can say, hey, I messed up, I had a bad day, what do you think? And I'm like, hey, this is a learning opportunity. How can we use this? How can we improve? Like, it's okay. Like, you've been consistent this long, or here's how we can adapt. Here's how we can adjust. And like having someone on your team, even when it's hard and like they need that help, they need that push, like I'll be there to push you, support you, to love you, to not judge you throughout that journey. And that's where communication is good. And even if you don't have a coach, like an accountability partner or someone to voice these concerns to or these frustrations, like it can feel good just getting that out and being able to do that. And I think also like these conversations, you can prep for things that are coming with a coach, because if you're super nervous because you want to lose weight, but you know in 3 weeks it's your sister's wedding, you want to have that cake, you know it's going to be a party, and you think it's pointless to start now, so many people will just not start, and then they'll have that wedding and they'll blow it out and they'll say, oh, I don't feel good, I'll start later, and you just never have the success. For me, I'm like, okay, let me put that in our upcoming dates. Let's plan for that. Let's adjust our plan. Maybe we'll take a week off the cut and we'll kind of figure that out and just jump back to like a diet break and get like, there's so many tools and strategies to make that happen. And so much of this happens with communication. I know it's hard for some people, but what's nice is you can foster that back and forth in that relationship. And as a coach, I'm always checking in my clients' spreadsheets. I'm always messaging things. I'm keeping notes about events in their lives and holding them accountable to that. And like, it's just like a secret power.
Yeah. And honestly, as anyone knows, any successful relationship, that communication is absolutely key. And our goal is to have the best relationship with our client possible. And when we can go back and forth, we can talk through things. We can be honest with each other as well. Like, hey, I'm feeling frustrated because of this. Oh, I totally understand. Let's make this change. And we can just like have that transparent, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Like, let's, be hard on each other if we need to. Like, I just find that it's just such a better way to do it than just kind of like, let's say having one thing where you're upset about a weigh-in and just like letting that, I guess, just get to you and then just never saying anything and then getting frustrated. Like, I'll just be fully honest. Like, as much as I've done this with so many amazing people, the one thing I have not mastered is being a mind reader, right? I definitely can start to tell some different signs of like, hey, if I see someone who wants to improve and maybe is struggling, like I can catch a lot of different trends, but I can't read like exactly what's going on. And that's where our best clients will say, hey, here's one thing I'm struggling with, or here's one thing I'm dealing with. Or like Josh said, the trip example is so powerful, because if someone says, hey, I just booked a trip, it's 3.5 weeks from now, what's up? Let's start planning. I'm like, yes, like I can do everything in my power to create deload workouts for you. I can properly periodize your workout routine. I can make adjustments. I can get you fully ready. I can do all that stuff, and I can do my job so well when I understand and when we have that communication, instead of just being like, oh, sorry, I haven't talked to you in a week or so or whatever. I just went somewhere. It's like, I want to help you out, right? But number 3, this one is so powerful. It's just having goals set. The average person I talk to that is not in this program, they're like, what's a goal? Like, I don't really know. I haven't thought about it. I don't have any goals set. I just want to go to the gym, which once again, hey, that's awesome that you want to go to the gym. Will you likely go to the gym if you don't have a deep goal? Probably not. That's just unfortunately the reality. So the people who come in here, of course, they sign up for a reason. They say, I want to lose X amount of weight. I know your program's 90 days. I want to lose 20 pounds. Awesome. I will get you there. I will do everything in my power, and I will 100% get you results guaranteed, or your money back. No risk involved. But that goal is so powerful because they're going to show up. It's going to help me understand what they want to work towards. I can make all the right changes. They know the actions that they need to do. And that is so, so powerful. But what I will say, and this is missing for a lot of people I talk to as well, is just having one goal. It's amazing to want to lose 20 pounds. But when you can pair that with something a little bit deeper, maybe even a performance-based goal, it also gets you to show up, right? Because I find a lot of people struggle with different things such as cardio or strength training because they're like, well, I don't know, if I just eat better, like that's awesome. But a lot of my clients, when they say, I also want to be able to get to 3 unassisted pull-ups, or I want to be able to bench press my body weight, or I want to start to run a marathon, it just makes it so much easier to consistently show up. You really push within your workouts and you have more purpose, right? Because when you have that goal of, I want to lose weight, you'll start to make better eating decisions. You start to cut foods off at better times and start to really track and do everything great. And you say, but I also want to do this performance-based thing. You'll show up for your workouts with more intention. You'll push yourself more, it just makes it so much easier to succeed. And that's kind of one of the biggest missing puzzle pieces. So set goals, set it with intention, make sure they're smart goals. They're specific, they're measurable, they're action-based, they're realistic, and they're time-bound. And that will make it so much easier to succeed. And this is something all of our coaching clients do, and we also help them with as well.
Yeah, and the next thing is that these clients are willing to shoot for the stars. I think once you see results, you get addicted. Once you start to say, hey, I set a goal, I achieved it, it's like unlocking something in yourself. It is truly one of the best feelings because you start to feel so enabled. You're like, I can just set goals, I can get them done. It might take me some time, but I'll find my way there, right? So from that, these clients are often willing to shoot for the stars, and they're willing for me to push them because I love just getting in there and getting a form video from a client, say, loved it, this the form looked good, here's one cue. Sometimes I'll say, hey, let's up that way. Come on, you got this. And like, all right, I'm down. Some of my clients say, I got a challenge for you this week. We're gonna up all our weights on this movement, report back. Hey, I want your workout intensity. I want you to bring it up 1 metric each time this week. I have all my clients track intensity and they're like, how do I do that? And then I can give them some actionable tools. Or I can say, hey, I know your goal is to lose like 5 pounds here, but I think we can actually crush 8 in this 8 weeks. It's gonna be better. I think we can still increase it. Like just being willing to say, okay, you know what? Someone's there to push me. I'm gonna step up to it. Like it's a good feeling when someone kind of elevates your thinking. And even Kyle with his bench, I really think he only wanted to hit like 315 or something. We started reworking it. And we're like, you can go past that. And he ended up hitting like 335 or 340 or something. And I think like when you have that belief and when you're willing to shoot for those stars and you're willing to like, I think it's nice too when someone believes in you, right? Because not everyone has great self-belief. But when you have a coach, like I believe in every one of my clients and I know all of them so well and I know their ability to succeed. I know what they have in them. And like as a coach, I love fostering that out of people and seeing people come out of their shell and reach their full potential. So that is a big one. And like right now, if you're not like a little bit scared of your goals, you lack that self-belief, that's where having someone who believes in you is so amazing.
Yeah. And obviously it's such a great time to jump on board with us. Like once again, we've worked with every single person and some people will sit there and think, oh, I'm different. No, you are absolutely not. We have worked with everybody from like the ages of 14 to 72. We've worked with people who had different disabilities they were working through. We've worked with everybody around the world, as Josh had mentioned. And honestly, you deserve to be fit. You deserve to feel your absolute best. And this is the last opportunity for you to jump on board for our summer challenge. All you have to do is message us saying Summer Shred. We have $1,000 cash prize. We have guaranteed results. We have a guaranteed prize upon completion. We have weekly live calls. We have daily challenges, weekly challenges. Like this is now the time. If you've ever wanted to jump on board for our coaching, you absolutely should. Just message us Summer Shred and we will 100% take care of you. But my next one here, number 5, is just simply our clients will focus on inputs, not just outcomes. And what I mean by this is we have typical criteria that we need to meet each week for us to be successful, right? Steps, workouts completed, protein, calories. Everyone will also get different criteria based off of what they need. So I've set sleep goals for a lot of my clients. I've set a lot of step goals for my clients. When I do my weekly check-in, I give them an action plan. I say, hey, here's where I noticed that we're struggling. Here's what we're going to focus on this week. Some of them I'll put water into their spreadsheet because it's something that they've needed to improve on. And they have their action steps and they focus simply on that. I find it so much easier, and our most successful clients will just focus on what they need to do, what's in front of them, and then let me take care of it. And they know if those inputs are handled, the results are inevitable. They will get those results. But if you're so fixated on every day, the scale going up and down, it's going to make it tough. Whereas if you were to say, listen, I know and I trust Coach Josh and Kyle that if I were to just put my numbers in, trust the process, and show up and do the things that I know I need to do, it'll make the journey so much easier instead of just being like, oh, like it went up 0.5, like I'm going to freak out and like be worried. And obviously this is where communication's key and having a coach is super helpful. But our best clients are just like, I put in the work no matter what. I'm super consistent. I have my task of things. I've got my goal set for this week, and I stay laser focused and I show up, right? Things pop up. Cool. We navigate. And that's the main thing, is just like really not being super fixated on the stuff that like you can't really change as much. And even I always talk about when it comes to goal setting, this is a side note, is like set a goal for something such as a step goal, a water goal. Don't say this week I want to lose this amount of weight, because then you get so fixated. Although like it can be a good goal, to me it's not the best, and that's not what our most successful clients do. They say, hey, how can I improve and level up my actions, which then lead to the better results, and that makes a really big difference.
And we're going to keep it to 5, but I just want to share one thing that I truly believe in, and that's that when they stumble, they fall, they always get back up. To me, you cannot lose at anything you do if you do not quit. And a journey is very much like this. And there's so many things in life that will cause you to stumble, to trip. And there's so many things that will make you fall flat on your face. And I've been through them. Kyle's been through them. All of our clients have been through them. But when you have an attitude saying, no matter what comes up, me and my coach, we're going to navigate anything. I'm going to find a way to do it. That is how you can absolutely not lose. Like, that is the biggest secret I can ever give you. Just get back, be consistent. And like, it's not easy to do, but the more you can do that on your journey, that is how you become unbeatable. So that is my final tip I want to share with you. And once again, challenge starts Monday. Don't miss out on this. Become a client. Let me help coach you to your best self so you can feel fantastic on the beach this summer, shred off a ton of unwanted fat, build some muscle, have everyone gawking at you, the family asking what you're doing, everyone accusing you of being on GLPs when you're just working hard, getting healthier and being better. We want this for you. So message us Summer Shred to our Instagram at Colossusfit, COLOSSUSFIT, and we can't wait to work with you. Peace out.